out over at CBP, focus on what is the focus on the top priorities at this point?
Sure. So Akiba hit on one of them, and that's the budget. I know we just talked about it a little bit. I've talked about
Again, nice move to align to the budget, right? Really makes sense.
Yes, sir. So I've been saying zero budget equals zero trust. That's the way things go. If we don't have anything to put towards these efforts, it's going to make it very difficult, especially to hit 2024 for the deadline. So then I've also been talking about for our goalposts that we have to hit between now and 2024, are we going to check the box, not that we're box checkers, but are we going to check the box with a pencil or are we going to check it with a Sharpie? And I mentioned the identity pillar. I think we're checking that one or on our way towards checking that with a Sharpie. The other ones we're working towards, I know we will have solid checks. We'll get the milestones met. But 2024, the deadline I've been talking about with our senior leadership, that's not even the end goal. This is going to continue to evolve. As was mentioned earlier, DoD is looking at 2027. Even 2027, we're going to continue to evolve what is zero trust, what it means. If you think back even 5 years ago, not every employee within CBP had a smartphone of their own. Now think about what everybody has in their hands, the capability, and then protection for that. Fortunately, the cultural piece, the education piece, some of that's being done for us in an unfortunate way. People are now aware of identity theft, breaches of their public information. So they're worried about it on their personal side. That carries over into our government side, our workforce side. Because of that awareness, we have hopefully a lesser steep learning curve to teach people what the technical aspects of zero trust are. And I think that's one of the key pieces that we'll be focusing on over the time. We're not going to have that easy button that we talked about, but we also need to make sure that our leadership and our workforce understand what's going to be put in place with the multi-factor authentication, with the microsegmentation, with all of the different pieces that we've talked about, more restrictive access. So someone may not have access to data that they had access to before because they don't really have a need to know. So that cultural and education piece is really going to be key, and it's going to be ongoing. So I think that's one of the activities that CBP, and especially me, will be working on over the next several years.